Evening. We're just going to proceed here. I don't know why I'm doing that voice.
Chapter 9. Floss blossoms cloud atoms seem, repeated noons, one so. Touch a pulse, silence, billowed from shadows. Snails walker to so back over, so long. Lanks scare animals sapphire. This snail no show stub, run on scrub with a snock. But then a cloud goes snaring ties, and sky ribbon creek fussing buckthorn branches. Fleas! These clouds are killing me. My head hurts and my feelings are numb, even at the sight of laughing, especially that. My guess that this conversation will last forever. We have to put something together to say something more dramatic, to bring down the curtain of despair. Another joke or diversion coming from nowhere. Oh, Tim. May one of us go do something to actually bring a sense of new awesome into this moment, rather than pointing out the darkness or holding it all in like a funny frog. I feel warm and giggly now. Just tell me something funny that will make it bright into something beyond joking or word games and language play. Timma, through a shell company, requests that the comedy troupe Monty Python come perform from the Book of Revelation for their company holiday party. Nothing is wrong here, except for confusion or lack of imagination causing darkness. What if a dream could blossom, a world could bloom, and our world becomes real again from a single thread? Let's see who shoves and plunges and tries to lasso back in this one weird, cozy energy. Just use your powerhouse wording and think you have the upper hand, or create the next opportunity to connect or diffuse. Oh no, Frank, wait, that was just a laugh from someone. Monty Python emerges from the fog, in the style of collage film by Stan Van Der Beek, but also Terry Gilliam. Perhaps Frank calling for Tim, or Tim pushing the extension and keeping up on the plus couple of come a GIF image humor has paid off enough. As the lights return, we are reconnected by this touch, and we finally know what it means to feel true touchability and sense once again. Our voice fades back and Tim holds Frank accountable for using that secret dark technology inside that other people think is about them and never brings up who or what his past and connections are. Yes! Don't complicate. Get dumb again. Okay, the point here is that whoever speaks is not Frank or Timothy and just jokes, poking, ribbing, or sending messages or information that is not useful in moving past or onward, unless wanted in isolation from emotional fulfillment. Hello and Kumatao, while staying within boundaries and being serious in any dialogue or letter or phone conversation, even if only possible through chat or post. Here is a nice quote or joke that fits. Whoever wishes to view my essence may unlock me from my jaw. Come back. Or ladder right foot. Tremble. Gecken. A little rhyme for the ladies. Ha ha. Nice one. Did somebody just scream and make us all fly back like magnets or jars? Let me know. Let's write some science as science doesn't cover humor or emotional value. However, we kept our spirits up and kept going. We couldn't let a little bit of hardship stop us from making our dreams a reality. Introduce a moderate amount of hardship. Can we please help bring order or story structure back from this chaos of language that has bubbled up and down without any real forward momentum? What am I saying that's scarce, but that I'm shoving everyone off like water into a bucket? Let's let these little whisper spirits try to sing back the truth or tease back the makings of a connection without anyone showing how much it got inside the shadows or lack of imagery or language sharing that exists or be found. John Cleese, what'd he say? Eric Idle. I think he's saying you a poof shagging poofs. Michael Palin. When you have to deliver whiplash comedy in between power cuts, you tend to acquire discipline in your craft. Terry Gilliam. No forward momentum. will show you no forward momentum. Not as joke, no funny business. More back and forth. This is weird comedy show where characters have no real function, but just to react to everything that happens to them and not assert meaning or individual perspective. Wait, if you were right all that, what's that reveal of conflict behind or out there in the reader, waiting for plot build-up or delay before we touch anything with life or substance? All that talk was part of the game, all fake writing, because nobody showed enough humanity or vulnerability to give anything back. I gave you the back, I saw no light back. Tim or Frank, bring it home with whatever vague speech or comic relief fills or quashes this conversation. Frank wins a special award for saying nothing, unable to unhinge his jaws. So if Frank writes a speech to reply, he loses. Nice to meet you again. Where did Tim go? That didn't translate from memory. Perhaps Tappy Gainrudder can lead us away from darkness or confusion, helping to reroute or unbreak something really busted and broken and falling apart from the inside. Probably saying sorry all the while or unable to reply from shame. Stay calm. Avoid writing script or speaking over each other. Bringing this to light is why I made sense of this all back where we just started. This may not be the real dialogue you want or the true intent of character. It has more logic that none is understood by. Wait, where is Frank? This sudden storm of name-calling or conflict should find Frank defending himself or adding any statement. We need Frank back to fix this timeline or lose around the tic-tac shit chatter, make a clear joke out of words. Nothing is funny here, but may we write a long story without fear or distractions or outside influences stopping or taking us off course. Or Frank, reintroduce the elephant you dropped by mistake. Any input. Oh, are these monotone characters a comedy unit stuck between levels of consciousness that creates a bizarre yet ironic narrative sequence? Maybe not completely unencumbered, but it was close enough. The time had come, and we knew that we were going to achieve something great. Pinch on! I've had it. People keep telling us to stop talking over each other. This format of media makes crosstalk impossible. Let me channel the good Lord and have you back in focus like a camera zooming out or returning from your visionless space after a punchline. Maybe readjust. Tim is trying to get through that door with all of us, shoving aside characters and story developments that might have led to breakthrough and realization, all mixed with non sequitur and lack of thought, including those uncompleted sentences or incomplete imagery. You monkeys can touch others and break reality, but keep acting as if nothing matters or changed since the last scene. Tim always brings hope back from the edge, creating movement and time. Touch back. Nip it in the bud before it grows bigger than its seed sprout and branches that tower the size of buildings without realizing there is no meaning to speak of behind or outside of. Return Frank. Read to fight. Fall, say something funny, touch or don't. Spank me silly or grab or slap us back into communication or stop touching me, okay. Wait, where's my face? Monty Python huddles together and debates. Then they rise and John Cleese says, John Cleese, well, while we appreciate the direction, we will have to humbly refrain from touching you. Eric Idle, comedy requires the distance to allow for miscommunication. Michael Palin, and wild misinterpretation between the characters and between audience and characters.
I forgot one of them.
Terry Gilliam. If we knew the content of all people all the time, then where or how or why will a joke land? It wouldn't be comedy or farce or some little zippy skits. Don't stop with words of encouragement or insight. tender touches backflip Timahi, dims in shadows from outside to in, naming or touching back all the fate promise or jokes left out and trying to bring himself closer to plot without pith, wit, or content like those smashed Cheerios found at the breakfast,
Graham.
where the band light smoldering cigarettes that eventually become loose, letting air or secrets spill or pour from between my imaginary lips in this abstract time-space void. Whatever brought us together, however far the discussion took us, is something that no one can deny. And that sense of understanding and awareness, we never lost it. It just changed. Perhaps not Tim, who still appears outside or within, keeping communication open and trying to find the truth back from your humor. Yes, hold him hostage in light. I'm using sarcasm. Take him off speaker and take him outside like a joke can't reach him. John Cleese, very well. Come in, Tim. Let me put my vector gloves on. I need that to touch you without melding. Plot device. I just invented it. It's open source, so use it whenever. Eric Idle. Well, this is a piece of anti-comedy, wasn't it? You will be invoiced nonetheless. Michael Palin. Can we do this again sometime? I kinda like descending like this and just leaving like some bitchy fates. Terry Gilliam, and I will bid you adieu, but as I leave I will perform some left collage animation in real time. So step back. I'm gonna look time-lapse, so if I hit you, you might die from the force of it. Have any quick comment or quote, reader or confused character before the picture wides out like a bug and crashes with data error. Goodbye, John won't follow Eric over. He will go instead with me and run out into darkness or turn to someone outside our dialogue or audience feedback sequence looking for someone or something to fill this silence of characters not actively participating or showing what or who or how this joke ended up like this. So get into a stance. Now that I brought light back from shadow or in verse by doing that quick back at Palin, please, let's reset. Before I disappear back out of whatever dialogue loop we spoke from or whatever else is happening. Quick, tell us, this phrase was the intention, not only left unsaid or unrecorded from the conversation. Make sense or add insight. Touchy do touch to make sense out of the darkness or brightness between this confusion of name calling and confusingly funny turns of phrases now complete without other names in focus. Hey look, just enough touch space to complete our touchy space. Blankets. Whatever. Any last words for now or maybe next round? Whoever said next words will say then next line. This was fun. Where'd Frank go? And whoever you are beyond these letters, help guide us past this state of indecipherability to focus on you. With renewed optimism, we continued forward, knowing that we had overcome the darkness and had made it one step closer to where we wanted to be. And no one could stop us. We were unstoppable.
More in a bit.